Hello and welcome to Science Research Weekly, Season 4, Episode 17, Detection, Detection, Detection. Get ready for the EOS, Dark Molecular Cloud, Integrating Exposomics into Biomedicine, Cas9 for metabarcoding, Time Capsules and JuliaHub, the top 40 new CRAN packages in R for March 2025, and a grant on Exponentiating Mathematics. This episode covers material from April 25th to May 1st. Let's get started with our research articles. All right, first up here is a nearby dark molecular cloud in the local bubble revealed via H2 fluorescence. So astronomers discovered this dark molecular cloud close to our solar system. Dark in that it was undetected using common molecular gas tracers. Close because it's only 94 parsecs away. Close, at least in astronomical terms. They named it Eos, Goddess of the Dawn, and this cloud was detected using H2, so hydrogen 2, far ultraviolet fluorescent line emission. Next up, this is a perspective integrating exposomics into biomedicine. Talking a little bit more how exposomics can mature as a field. Quote, the exposome is posited as an integrated compilation of all physical, chemical, biological, and psychosocial influences that impact biology. The field of exposomics thus examines the comprehensive and cumulative efforts of these factors by integrating data from interdisciplinary methodologies and data streams to drive discovery. And our final article for this week is Cas9 based enrichment for targeted long read metabarcoding. So researchers address the issue of PCR amplification for enrichment of marker genes. That is a typical step of metabarcoding, but instead they used Cas9 to enrich marker genes, so they didn't need PCR at all, so we're getting around some of the downsides to PCR amplification. They were able to get genes for long-read nanopore sequencing directly from a DNA sample, targeting ribosomal genes in both nematodes and microbes, so like bacteria, archaea. All right, with that, let's switch over to some research tools. Interesting thing here when it comes to reproducible research, JuliaHub's Time Capsule. It helps reproduce research by allowing teams to rerun any job now or in the future, and then also allowing team administrators within JuliaHub to save groups of jobs as capsules to organize by date/study. So hopefully with all the very real problems with replication and the ensuing crisis, maybe this will help lessen that, at least for future work here. Alrighty then, let's move on to the do loop with Ricklin, who goes over the SMOTE method for generating synthetic data. SMOTE is synthetic minority oversampling technique. And so he kind of goes through that, how the basics of the algorithm, the geometry. It's, yeah, very, very interesting. Kind of the nuts and bolts behind some of generation of synthetic data. All right. 4 new R bloggers posts. First, from Joseph Ricketts on RWorks, the March 2025 top new 40 CRAN packages are here. My picks are microbial growth, as well as things like Marinette, TinyVast, TSB Tibble, and GGY Fields. So, but a lot to explore here if you're interested in. Next up, flags, fun with flags. This is from r/exams. It is some R code to produce multiple choice quizzes based on national flag images. So, more of a fun use of R. Third, we have from a statistician's notebook an overview of the coefficient of determination, also known as R squared, in 3 different forms: R squared, adjusted R squared, and predicted R squared, and how each can be used and what each tell you and how you should interpret them. And then fourth, from data in flight, we have the announcement of the package schematic, an R package that helps you, the developer, communicate data validation problems to non-technical users. 4 new R CRAN packages. There's RobCat, robust categorical data analysis. BirdNet R, deep learning for automated bird sound identification. Connector, streamlining data access in clinical research. And Issue Track R, list things to do. All right, we will close here with 2 opportunities in the funding sphere. First up, from the Department of Defense, a grant called Exponentiating Mathematics, or expMath. It's hard to pronounce. Anyways, the goal of expMath is to radically accelerate the rate of progress in pure mathematics by developing an AI co-author capable of proposing and proving useful abstractions. And second, while not technically funding, a potentially interesting application opportunity. The International Space Science Institute, which I believe is located in Germany, has a visiting scientist program available, which enables short duration visits to the institute to conduct research based on data from space-based observations or space missions. The program is open to all scientists, regardless of career stage, nationality, or institutional affiliation. Lagomorphs abounding. Thanks for joining me for Science Research Weekly. Science on.